Number 4. The real mode. The real-time fucking mode. Oh yeah, I'll have to think real hard about this one. In the sequel, real mode should be better. Yeah, that's no fucking... Duh. Real mode could be better. Real mode is fucking shit. Why would you play real mode? I mean, if you're a new player, and you don't know what the fuck to do, and you try real mode, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm kicking ass now, I can get fucking 10 goals a game. Yeah, but you're not really playing Blood Bowl, you're playing a joke. Playing a parody of Blood Bowl. If you don't know, a company made this game, they got a little start. They tried to negotiate with Games Workshop about creating a game for them, and they basically used a prototype of Blood Bowl to simulate this, and they declined the offer. So the company went ahead and took this prototype and developed it into a game called Chaos League. You probably never played it. I don't think they even sell it anymore because basically it wasn't very good for one, and it was just good enough to show Games Workshop that a Blood Bowl game could be made, a tabletop Blood Bowl game could be developed, and so they went ahead and gave free reign with the license, which is something very rare. But the point is, I've played this game, and compared to Blood Bowl, it's terrible. It's really fucking bad. And the reason why is because there's no turn-based mode. It's like Blood Bowl. It has a lot of the same beats and hits, and a lot of the races are the same, but it's all real-time. The whole game is. It's really fucking bad, as I just mentioned. So the Blood Bowl real-time mode that's in the game now is pretty much an extension of the existing system. The reason why it sucks is because, as I've mentioned, the only allegory that I can really imagine it to is that instead of playing the game properly, playing that properly, it's kind of like you just took the pieces and you randomly started throwing them at each other, taking them and tossing them, and the rook hits harder than the pawn, and it turns into this chaotic mess that you don't want to play, and it's really fucking bad, as I mentioned for like the 5th time in a row. None of the skills that have any impact in the game, moving, all the stats become pretty much meaningless, and it becomes very generic. Running off the ball, they throw a little stat boost here and there, but like I said, they don't mean anything when it comes to the real-time portion of the game. All that matters is to grab the ball, make sure that the little pieces running towards you are not coming at you, and then you win. And it's really fucking easy, and it's really fucking boring. So, how to make this better? That's kind of a really funny thing to say because pretty much doing anything would make this better. But like I said, my ideas. If I were going to be making it better, what I would do is create it basically as a simile to a very popular game maybe you know. A little game called NFL Blitz. Particularly NFL Blitz 2000, I think it has the best system. I played this game on the Dreamcast, and as a kid, I must have spent like 500 hours in this game. Ridiculous amount. It was just myself and my friends. And it's like a real-time version of Blood Bowl. It's NFL with no rules, and people hitting each other, tackles are all legal. You can actually jump and hit your opponents after you've already beat them. And so, in Blood Bowl 2, what they should do is make real-time mode basically like that. So, real-time mode, it exclusively kind of follows one character, and you can switch them around, but it's mostly like maybe 3 or 4 characters, and you make plays, and it would still be probably tile-based structured, but it'd be a lot more fast, a lot more fluid, and it would be more like an action game. And even if you don't like strategy games, I think people could get behind NFL Blitz clone, because they don't make the game anymore. I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to play it, myself included. Just take that game, rip it off, clone it, and then make a dozen teams and make them all fantasy, and basically you get the greatest game ever made. So just take that idea, turn it into your real-time game. That's all you need. it's going to be 10 times, 100 times better than the real-time mode implemented now. And more importantly, and the reason why this is so far in the list is because this is going to draw a lot of people into the game who would never ever pick up a turn-based strategy game in their life. And you're going to get a lot more sales. Listen to me. This can make you big. Bigger than you've ever been. More games than you've ever sold. And it could be due to one simple mode that you're probably not going to even try to make. Because I think that's what people are really expecting when they see that trailer of all those people tackling each other, and you got the buzzsaw, and fucking it's brutal and it's amazing, it's fast paced, and people are flipping everywhere. And that's basically what they're looking for. They're looking for NFL Blitz with fucking orcs. So make it. Make it for the people. You build it, they will come. Hire this man. He's brilliant. Number 3. Connection to the Blood Bowl tabletop game. Okay, so here's the deal. There's been lots of speculation that there's going to be a new version of the Blood Bowl tabletop game, a new edition. Pretty much an update with all new rules, characters, factions, you name it, they're going to put it in. Alright? There's always going to be speculation for this kind of thing. That's just the nature of the media. There's always going to be people saying, hey, there's going to be new this, new that. Cold hard fact of it is, there hasn't been a real update to Blood Bowl in some time. I think it's been years, and you can still purchase the game on the website. However, there's really nothing that has been produced in a long time. Pretty much everything that you'll find is third-party add-ons. So basically, stuff that fans or other creators have made, models and stuff like that. And that's basically what's keeping the game living at this point. So a real major revision of the game is completely, absolutely needed. So here's the thing. If I were a designer for Games Workshop, maybe I am, who knows? Maybe I'm just leaking trade secrets out of the fucking company. But let's just say that I'm not, and I want to be. So if I were, I would be trying to take this game and get as many people following it as I could, because you want to sell lots of fucking product. Right? So hear me out. The best way to do this, instead of marketing the shit out of this thing, is using existing media. So you can connect 2 and 2 together, you're going to get 4. You basically take this game and you release it about the same time as the Blood Bowl 2 video game. Basically, you're going to get all the press, all the stuff that's coming from that into your game as well. That's going to make it a lot bigger than it would have done alone, or by itself. And then to actually sync these 2 versions together, all you'd have to do is just work with the designers of Blood Bowl 2, take all the new additions, all the new rules, all the new everything, and bring it into the game, into Blood Bowl 2. This is going to help the video game so much more than if they try to develop it and emulate the rules like they did the first time, because it's really no secret that the first game left out a lot of shit that the pen and paper had. You can even take this idea and make it go even one step further beyond. You could, for example, make an Android version. Hold on. Whoa, wait. Don't throw stones. Don't tase me, bro. Hear me out. Make a separate version of the game that is a lot like the main PC game, but developed differently. Make it for Android and make it more or less kind of like top-down and play more like the tabletop game. And what you can do to actually make this unique is be able to give the players the ability to take the minis they've already purchased and pre-painted, put them onto the actual Android unit, and then actually move them and use them within the game itself. How fucking cool idea is that? You can even take the camera and use it to see the paint on the model and put it shit into the actual game. So you could take your 3D painted model and actually play with it in the game. That's something that not a lot of games give you the option to do at this point in time. And really that's all you need to do to be able to take just a simple idea, make it innovative, and make it tie into the board game. And then you have this kind of medium, this small little thing that can take this huge video game and this huge board game and kind of make it one. And I could think of more than a couple of people who would really fucking dig that idea. And I know there's going to be a lot of naysayers. They're going to say, that's impossible. That's a fucking ridiculous idea. What are you talking about? And to the naysayers, it's not ridiculous. It's an idea that's already been explored and released. Just look at Skylanders, for example, also known as What the Fuck Happened to the Spyro series. But still, that's exactly the same kind of thing I'm talking about. You can even, look at what was just made recently, Disney's Infinity. Same kind of concept, different execution, and very close to the sort of thing that I'm talking about. So you can make this Android game a standalone game, or make it interact with the board game to create something really fucking cool. So with all that being said, that brings me actually straight into my next point, number 2.